Ms. Bennett, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 3 days in jail with credit for one. You need to understand that this
Stays on your record, even after you die. That line hits hard, and it should, because a DWI isn't just a traffic mistake, it's a permanent mark. Employers, cops, judges, they'll all see it. One decision, endless consequences.
charge is going to go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. It's going to be there, it's even there after you die. This is important because you ever get pulled over again, officers, all they do is they look at your background. And if they see a lengthy background, it's just not going to go well for you. It doesn't matter if you're falling down, piss ass drunk. No, the mere smell of alcohol or dope, you will probably be looking at another DWI. What we're doing today, from now on, here in Harris County, you are facing, or in Texas, you're facing a minimum of 30 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up. Do you understand? No more proverbial slaps on the wrist. So if I were you, whatever you're going to do, don't get into a car because it's a humongous liability that you're in a risk that you're taking. What Max is asking me to do is to take off around $3,500 worth of fines and fees. The idea is that we all make mistakes, right? But you can't keep making mistakes where you endanger other people's lives. It's not fair. When it's so easy to hit one damn button on your phone for $30 to $40, you have a car waiting to take you anywhere you want to go in this. Do you understand?
Yeah, you said.
I want you to understand one more thing. It's unacceptable the way that you have been treating us here in court. You were ordered to get an interlock. You have not had an interlock since August. It's not.
Judge, she did have it installed. There was
If it's in lockout,
I understand, and there was
it's as
issue with the money and all that, but yes, sir, we understand.
but you don't wait.
If you communicated it with me, I didn't realize there was another option, Judge. And so I'm definitely taking the heat on that. So I came in to see if we could.
I'm not going to let you. You were old enough to know that if you're ordered to have an interlock and it's not functioning, you're going to upset a judge. Do you understand?
Judge,
Just
I'm gonna have to speak on that one, okay?
Yes.
Because I definitely communicate.
Let me know.
I said I've been employed my whole life. When this stuff started happening, especially with the stuff with the other situation that happened going on, I let him know that I can no longer afford it. I didn't know there was another option.
And I neither. I told her we need.
But- and I
since
have not-
August, she's been in lockout, Max.
I have not drove. I Ubered everywhere I've been.
It's true.
I have.
And I helped her with that as well.
Yeah, yeah.
She has. She did.
So now I'm self responsibility for it, and I just don't want you to think that I just deliberately disobeyed an order. I didn't have a choice, and I communicated it with him. I'm taking full responsibility. So for you to tell me that, oh yeah, I am old enough.
If you see, and the lawyer has been notified and still nothing is coming of it, you got to come to court. When you have an interlock, it's supposed to be operational. And when it's not, that's a bond violation and it's a continued one,
I understand.
I'm
taking full responsibility.
I'm preparing you for the future,
Yes.
Hopefully there is none, but you can't keep it.
Also, before all of this and the federal thing, she'd never been in trouble before. So this has been like.
No, I have an assault from 2010. I've got an ag assault in 2009. I've got a gun case in 24, so it's not our first rodeo.
Yeah, Judge.
It's not.
Okay.
And
She's like really upset about
the idea is we all make mistakes, like I told you, but don't make a mistake. I'm sorry. It's not a mistake. They're actions that you take, and you're old enough to know that actions have consequences, right? Especially when you're dealing with alcohol and a 3,000 to 5,000 pound missile that you're in. You could cause catastrophic injury, and that's what we're trying to prevent.
I understand.
All right. I am going to waive the fines and fees now, but you need to understand on a second offense, it's a minimum of $6,000 in surcharges and fines and fees if you pick up another DWI. So when people continue to make actions where they endanger other people's lives, it gets extremely expensive, not to mention costly with jail time. You understand? All right. The agreement you've worked out is 3 days in jail, credit for the 1 day that you've done. You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. So once you accept this agreement today, you can never change your mind. You can't say, well, I didn't know this was going to happen. I didn't know this. Once you plead guilty, it stays like this forever. Do you understand? You still want to do this? How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated? I'm going to find you guilty. I will sentence you to it. I'm going to waive your costs, your fines and fees. There is a license suspension that is attached to this. I am going to suspend your license. I'm going to suspend it for 90 days. Do not drive until you get a license. Good luck, man. Thanks, Max. Please see the clerk. Is it Taishané Jackson? Taishané, Miss Jackson, you're charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed for you.
Yes, Judge. The complainant and the defendant are in a dating relationship. On January 28th, 2025, the officer was dispatched to a disturbance in Harris County, Texas. Upon arrival, the officer met with the complainant, who stated that she and the defendant were in a dating relationship and that she told the defendant she was drinking too much. The defendant and the complainant then got into an argument when the defendant punched the complainant twice and bit the complainant on the chin, causing pain.
Okay. Ma'am, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Do we know whether the complaining witness wants to have contact with her or not?
Looks like we attempted this morning, but we're able to get a hold of the complainant.
Okay. I want to do what the complaining witness wants. So until I know that she wants to have contact with you, I'm ordering you not to have contact with this person. Do you understand? Shh. I'm also ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're using, I'm going to put you in jail. No more PR bonds. You understand? A protective order has been issued in this case. I would get to know it. If you violate the protective order, the state can and probably will file a violation of protective order. It's one of the worst cases you can pick up. You understand? You know, in life, there are people that when they consume alcohol, they become very happy people. They're the life of the party. Everybody likes to hang out with them. They crack jokes. And then there are people when they consume alcohol, they turn into the devil incarnate. Get a clue. When you drink, this becomes you. For now, though, no consuming alcohol or illegal drugs. You understand? Tell me, do you have an income? Do you have an income? Do you work? What do you do with yourself?
I do hair. I do hair.
Okay.
Work from hair from home.
Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer, or would you like a court-appointed lawyer?
I can handle the
Sorry?
appointment.
You want one? Okay. I'm going to have you sign a receipt with Victoria. I'll have you meet with Fleischer for bond conditions, and then I'll have you take your signature box while I find your lawyer. Okay, man? Please.
I'm
Hi.
approaching for Miss Delandry Burnett. She's here
Okay.
and we may need to look at bond conditions. And I know she has a pending felony. The clerk's wet. I can't really pull the conditions up.
So we've got a ton of baggage here, and I don't understand how she has a discharging a firearm in an assault from October 29th. She picks up an aggravated assault in November, and then I guess the week later picks up a criminal mischief. So we have 4 open cases. Is that right?
Yes, Judge.
And we've never addressed any of the bonds.
She's been in custody for,
I don't know. Tell me.
she's been in,
I know.
when did you? Okay. So she was in custody for, right, from October until January, Your Honor.
Did you just make bond on the felony, I guess? Is that what happened? Yeah.
Right.
All right. So a surety bond was posted on the ag assault on 1/9. So let's talk about the complaining witnesses in all these cases. Who are they in relation to the aggravated assault? Any?
So in relation to the aggravated assault, we have not been able to make contact with complaining witness Johnson. But we have been able to make contact with the complaining witness Romero Perez, who was the employee at the business where the incident occurred.
Is this regarding the criminal mischief?
This is regarding the assault.
Okay. What happened in the assault, please?
So, she visited, an office that day, and then, the defendant began threatening the complaining witness's children. And then, supposedly, in the office is the apartment leasing office.
Pointing a kitchen knife at a child, that instantly shifts this case into a whole different league. Judges hear wild things daily, but when children are involved and weapons are drawn, expect the courtroom temperature to rise fast.
Office.
Okay.
And then she went up to the child and then threatened the child and said, what the exact language? Tell your mom that I'm still here, and pointed a weapon.
At the child.
Yes,
Yes.
Judge, a large kitchen knife.
That's a knife. Okay.
Yeah,
So the assault is out of the same transaction as the ag assault then?
yes, he kicked the first complaining witness in the genitals, causing the employee from the.
Okay, now the criminal mischief is, where's that from?
The criminal mischief
For,
is from, a different complaining witness. He was at his home upon arrival. Officers made contact with him, and he advised that he was at his residence and wanting to watch their children, and or the defendant arrived at his residence wanting to watch their children. He did not initially agree. The defendant then became hostile and caused a disturbance. The defendant then drove her vehicle into the complaining witness's gate, damaging it, and subsequently reversed and sped away. Estimated cost to repair is $500.
And Your Honor, that they do have children together, and I believe the rip call, he doesn't want to move forward with the case.
something very interesting. I don't know if you read this, but, okay, ma'am, I'm going to find that there's probable cause on all your cases, and I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to be in possession of any weapons and not to have any contact with the complaining witnesses in these cases. Do you understand? Did the felony court put a monitor on her or anything like that? This is very interesting. Let me read this to you. As part of the conditions on the felony court, it says, defendant must obtain a library card and read to her children,
Oh.
/ must attend a parenting class. That's really interesting. I've never seen that.
It was 228.
The 330. I don't know, but it says,
That's a visiting judge. That's a visiting judge.
interesting, right? Did you know about this condition? Okay.
Your Honor, one of the
I'm not going to
CWs,
impose that, but.
she
I
does
just
have
found-
children with, I believe, the complaining witness on the criminal mischief, which is about the gate. And so I don't, just to help them co-parent, I don't know if we could just have no.
But I don't know if he wants to have contact with her. You know, before I allow you to have contact with this gentleman, I would like to know if he even wants to have contact with you. What if he doesn't want to? He may be scared of
The
you. I don't know.
complaining witness did say that he asked her to drop charges
Yes.
on the case.
Okay, so I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to have any threatening or harassing contact with, is it Andre, right?
Andre, yes, Judge.
Okay, do you understand? What is threatening or harassing doesn't matter what you think, it's what he perceives. From like this, that's could be threatening or harassing contact, so just be careful. You're lucky to be out with these 4 open cases. If I find that you're a danger to my public, you violate any of these conditions, I'm telling you now, I'm going to make your bond extremely high. You know, you're probably not going to have someone to pony up $15,000 worth of bond for you, so be very careful when you're out there. If you have a butting head relationship with this person, just be very careful. You understand? Now, we've given you a lawyer. It's your responsibility to stay in touch with Mr. Elick. If he tells me he can't get a hold of you, likewise, I'll issue a warrant for your arrest. All right? Okay, just be careful, man. Self-control. Okay, all right, Mr. Elick. I
Okay.
just need you to sign these conditions and then you're good to go. All right, thanks.
Is that pretrial bond condition?
Yeah, with Fleischer. Yeah, no, no alcohol, no drugs as well, man. All right, okay, thanks, guys.
Judge, can we go over those one more time? Apologies. I got these.
So no alcohol, no drugs, no weapons, no threatening or harassing contact with the gentleman named Andre, and then With the assault and that one, no contact whatsoever. And no going back to that leasing office as well. Okay,
I'm here on Francisco.
okay. Is mom here today?
Mom could not make it today, I have, I've spoken with my client, Your Honor, about the second, violation, and he was,
It's not a second violation. This is third or fourth. You know, his first was like he picked up the new case.
the one that I got, the eight ounce.
Right. Come up. You are obviously not taking this seriously. You continue to break your curfew. Tell me.
So my client graduated from high school. While he was in school, he was working on the weekends at a tire shop. But since we have a PTI office of restitution and community service, he wasn't making at the tire shop. So now he's working with his mom and her cleaning business. She cleans residential and commercial properties. And he's also working with his mom's boyfriend doing construction. And so last week, Thursday, they were out cleaning and he got in 20 minutes after the curfew.
How do I know that he's actually working? I mean, am I supposed to take his word for it?
Well, Your Honor, I just say mom couldn't make it today, but she does have a cleaning business, and that's why he was late last week, Thursday. He will have his community service completed tomorrow, and he says he will have money for the restitution by Friday.
He, on the 18th, he got home nearly 11 o'clock at night.
That was right, and that's why mom was here yesterday. That day was the quince añera. He had ordered, my client had ordered an Uber driver. He sent me a screenshot of the Uber canceling his ride at 8:40 so that he would be home on time.
Show me.
Okay.
Show me.
I'll go, again.
What is the offer in this case, Alex?
Let me see, Your Honor. For this case, it is $1,000 restitution plus 30.
This moment right here, this is bigger than the charges. The judge is laying out a challenge. Be more than a statistic. He's not just giving a sentence, he's offering a way out. But will the message land, or will it just fade like another courtroom speech?
Hours community service, and we'll dismiss.
How much of the community service is done?
24 hours. He says he'll have the rest of it finished tomorrow.
Okay,
And he says he'll have the money by Friday.
okay. Let's do this. I'll set it for Monday. Then, if you are ever late again, I'm going to put you in jail. Do you understand? I don't care what you're doing. You're not supposed to be at a party anyways. You're supposed to be behaving yourself. You're supposed to get home at a certain time. You're not to pick up any new cases. You're not supposed to use any kind of drugs or alcohol. Do you understand? The next time you're late, I don't care what your excuse is. You will stay with me. Your bonds are at 10,000 something now. They're going to double, if not triple, next time. Do you understand me? Okay, we'll see you Monday. Thank you. Thanks for coming. Mom and Dad,
Yes. Yes, sir.
how's it going?
Better, a lot better.
Is he behaving himself?
Yes, sir.
Great. That's what we want. We want you to strive. I don't want you to become just another statistic. I want you to become the best person that you can be. And it starts right here. Knowledge is power. When you have knowledge and when you know things, you go real far in life. If you want money, it always starts right here. It doesn't start right here. It's right here as well. If you have the heart, you have the knowledge, you can do anything in this life. It's already hard enough being a young Black man in society as it is now, today. Don't make it any harder. With you picking up these criminal cases, that's all you do. You make life even more difficult than it is. Do you understand? Get an education. Don't pick up any new cases and don't smoke any weed. Do you understand? Okay. I'll weigh the appearance. Just make me proud. That's all I'm asking you to do. Okay. You guys have any issues, come back, talk to us, and we'll try to straighten anything out. Okay? All right, guys. Take care.
Yes.
Mr. Martin, you're charged with two cases. You're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're also charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. On the gun case, you were facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. I'm sorry, what? Did I just say?
I think it's a class A.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm like reverse. On the DWI, you're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. And on the gun case, you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. Okay. On January 28th, 2025, officers were dispatched to a wreck on Mesa Drive in Harris County, Texas. The defendant was sitting in the driver's seat when officers arrived and admitted to losing control of the vehicle and driving into a drainage ditch. The defendant stated he took some hydrocodone shortly before the crash, and the officer observed red bloodshot eyes, slurred speech, and unsteadiness on the defendant's feet. Standard field sobriety were performed. HGN, they found 6 out of 6, walk and turn, 5 out of 8, one leg stand, 2 out of 4. The defendant was read the DIC, and the defendant consented to blood. The officer conducted a search and found in the vehicle a cooler with a beer in the back seat, a small bag of prescription pills prescribed to the defendant, hydrocodone, and a loaded Ruger SP-101 under the driver's seat within reach of the defendant.
Judge, I would just submit to the court, he's a retired veteran. It's my understanding he has a prescription for the hydrocodone for back issues.
Mr. Martin, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're using, then I'm going to put you in jail. No more PR bonds. You need to understand that even if you have a prescription for controlled substances, if you take too much, you become intoxicated. If you're in a car, it's a recipe for disaster. Just don't. Do you understand? Any prior DWIs?
No, Your Honor, and license is eligible.
Okay, you need to be very careful. Don't take it if you're going to go drive. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If I find that you pick up a new case, if you use it irresponsibly, I only have one place for you. I'm going to do everything in my power to protect my community. Do you understand, Mr. Martin? Now, you have a lawyer. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance, but it is your responsibility to stand with Mr. Johnson. He'll tell you when you have to come back to court. If he tells me he can't get a hold of you, you become a danger to my community, you pick up a new DWI, I'm gonna put you in jail. That's all I have. Do you understand? Okay. So for now, I'll have you go to Victoria. We're gonna have you sign a reset. After that, I'll get you to Fleischer for your bond conditions, and after that, you're free to go. All right.
Judge, if I may just real briefly, got Artondo on the docket.
Okay, that way, sir. Please.